Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Tyler, and today we're going to be doing What If Kushina Survived. I know I've done this What If before, but I'm not going to call it Remastered. Actually, whatever, I'll probably call it Remastered, but I might just delete the old series entirely because it was kind of lame and trash. So I just wanted to modernize this and actually make a brand new series. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's just get right into it. You guys already heard the intro. Hope you guys enjoy.
Hey, collecting rings like a Sonic. Bitches wanna party. My wrist getting heavy, so got 'em on a diet, yeah. Flex like I'm Hogan. Yo, bitch coming over. Yeah, we respect.
Alright, so in this timeline, Kushina does not get hit by Kurama. Rather, it's just Minato, and Minato would sacrifice himself in saving Kushina by giving her half the Nine Tails so she could survive, while also giving the other half to Naruto. Kushina would survive just barely, and after recovering for a few days, and while Hiruzen was actually taking care of the baby, this would lead into Kushina raising Naruto, and Naruto actually being raised, and even though people look down upon him, Naruto doesn't care due to him actually having a person that he can talk to, and that being his mother. And this would lead into Naruto still wanting to become Hokage, and I do believe Kushina would tell Naruto about his father. Since in my personal opinion, I think Kushina hiding that fact is kind of dumb, and I don't see why she would do that. And with this would lead into Naruto probably being more motivated to become Hokage due to him realizing that his father is the fourth Hokage and he died to protect the village and Naruto and Kushina specifically. Personally, I think Naruto would be trained by Kushina and he would learn to control his chakra and actually manipulate it at a very young age before he even graduates at the academy. And I'm going to say Naruto is held back for a few years just so Kushina could train Naruto, and this would lead into him passing with flying colors. And as for the Mitsuki thing, I don't think Naruto is going to be manipulated here due to Kushina probably teaching Naruto to not, talk or associate with strangers. And with this would lead into Naruto just completely ignoring Mitsuki, and Mitsuki probably either trying to steal the scroll himself or getting bodied by Hiruzen. If he doesn't escape, he gets bodied by Hiruzen, and if he doesn't, then I guess he just runs away, but honestly, who cares? With that being said, this would lead into Naruto training and actually joining Team 7. Sasuke and Naruto establish a rivalry, of course, and Sakura doesn't hate Naruto due to Naruto probably not being the goofball that he was, rather being a motivated ninja and actually a hard worker, and Sakura can maybe admire that. So rather than hating Naruto, she rather probably likes him in this timeline. I think she would like this Naruto. But anyways, this would then lead into Naruto and Team 7 introducing themselves, and then Kakashi starting with the bell test. And Naruto in this timeline would actually manage to hold his own due to him actually having some hand-to-hand experience. Kakashi and Naruto would have probably met, and Kushina would have told Naruto about Kakashi. And with this would lead into Naruto and Kakashi already knowing each other and being aware of each other. And this would lead into Naruto probably doing the best out of Team 7 against Kakashi, rather than arguably doing the worst. Or I guess the second worst, since Sakura did worse. Anyways, Team 7 would inevitably fall to Kakashi, and this would lead into them learning about teamwork, and Team 7 would then pass, and for the next 1 month I'm going to be saying that they actually do some hard training. And I think Naruto specifically would train with not only Team 7 and do a bunch of missions, but when he gets home he would train with Kushina. So he trains day and night. With this, Naruto would then ask Kushina if he can learn some different techniques, and this would lead into Kushina trying to teach Naruto about maybe his nature release, and even something that Kushina has. She would tell Naruto about the ceiling chains, which Naruto could maybe access if he's training with Kushina and he has to train really hard for it, but Naruto's not really sure yet. Kushina would just say that they'll just take baby steps, and Kushina would then teach Naruto about his nature release. As we all know, Naruto would unlock his wind affinity, and I think Naruto would just learn a basic jutsu like the wind style Gale Palm. As for the Land of Waves arc, I'm going to say the changes are kind of minimal thanks to Naruto having a new jutsu, but that's really all that is. And the only thing that really changes is the ending, where I'm going to say due to Naruto being aware of the chains and Kushina being influenced here, I think Naruto having the chains is honestly a pretty cool concept, and I think him not having the chains in a what if where he has someone who's his mom who has the chains herself, it's kind of wasted potential in my opinion, and I want the chains to be established really early on, as Naruto's going to be implementing them a lot later on in the story, just like how he's using Kurama. The learning curve for the chains will be similar to that of Kurama, and so I'm going to say here when Naruto awakens Kurama against Haku, he would also awaken the chains, which would absorb Haku's chakra. And with this, Haku would just not have enough strength to try and save Zabuza, and with this, Kakashi kills Zabuza, and Naruto would manage to finish off Haku. Due to the chains draining his energy, Naruto's last punch, which wasn't intending to kill Haku, would actually kill Haku unironically, due to him being so much weaker. Now with that being said, when Gato and his men arrived, Team 7 would just unite and power up and defeat Gato's men together. And Sasuke would be revealed to be alive, and Naruto would obviously lose the Kurama form and be completely drained of his chakra, and Sakura would be Sakura. The Land of Waves arc would then conclude, and time would obviously pass, and during this time passing, Sasuke would unlock his Two-Tomo Sharingan, and Naruto would be training with Kushina and would tell her about the experience he had with the chains and Kurama. Kushina would tell Naruto not to be freaked out about it. Obviously, she would calm him down, and this would lead into Naruto and Kushina trying to basically get the learning curve for the chains. And by Kushina, I mean Kushina just teaching it to Naruto. Anyways, Kushina would help Naruto get the grasp of it better, but he's not going to be able to utilize the chains just yet. He's probably going to be only able to use it when he's enraged and has Kurama awakened. Anyways, this would lead into them learning about the Chunin exams with the Sand Trio, and them checking in and doing the little test with Kakashi. They pass, and this would lead into them checking in, Sasuke versus Rock Lee, and then the first test of the Chunin exams. First test doesn't really change all that much, but as for the second test, things really do change and get a little spicy, you could say, once we get into the Orochimaru fight. Naruto would have Kurama awakened, obviously, and when he explodes the snake, and even stops the snake, having Kurama awakened, and obviously the chains would be activated in this timeline. With this, Naruto would proceed to fight Orochimaru, actually swapping hands, and while Orochimaru is about to suppress the Nine Tails, Naruto would actually wrap Orochimaru's hand in chains, suppressing him instead.
Bro, these fucking guys are doing construction outside my house, and I can't take this anymore!
Anyways, guys, we would then get Orochimaru actually being drained of his chakra, while Naruto would only be increasing in power. And with Kurama's influence and the chains, Naruto would just be whacking Orochimaru's head in, allowing Naruto to actually make Orochimaru way slower than his canon self, allowing Sasuke to react to Orochimaru when he tries to get the jump on him, and basically preventing the whole curse mark thing from happening. And instead, Orochimaru would retreat before any reinforcements come in. And this would then lead into Team 7 actually being awake for the whole Dosu fight, which would just lead into Sasuke and Naruto kind of washing them with Rock Lee, and them departing and establishing that they'll beat up Rock Lee in the Chunin exams finals. And with this, I'll just say that they meet Kabuto, and they do the whole final part of the second exam. And with this, we would then get into the finals, which Naruto doesn't really use Kurama against Kiba, so I'll just say it's kind of the same with Naruto having the win-style Gill Palm, so maybe he could, blow away Kiba and Akamaru, allowing him to actually win instead of fart, but it doesn't really matter. We would then get into him actually meeting Jiraiya, and Kushina and Jiraiya reuniting. Kushina and Jiraiya would decide to train Naruto for the next 1 month, where we would then get Kushina teaching Naruto about Kurama alongside with Jiraiya teaching Naruto about how to control Kurama. He would still learn about the summonings and all that stuff, while also learning about the chakra chains. Now, we have to understand that I made it so Naruto can basically use the chains when he's enraged and has Kurama, and since he has partially Kurama's chakra in that little orange chakra state when he fights Neji and Gaara, this would mean that Naruto can access at least 2 of the chains. Meaning Naruto can absorb chakra for a short period of time, but he can't use this too much, and can only use it really 1 to 2 times. With this, Naruto would then face off Neji in the final rounds, with Neji trying to shut down Naruto's chakra points, but once he uses the whole Kurama chakra thing having the orange aura, this would lead into them clashing with Kunai, and then Naruto getting the jump on Neji and absorbing his chakra. With this, Neji and Naruto, who were once scrapping, Neji has lost his chakra, which means he is now weaker than Naruto, and Naruto would get the legit win rather than just getting the jump and uppercutting him. So it's actually better narratively, and Naruto takes the dub. And inevitably, this would lead into the Konoha Crush, with Orochimaru facing off against Hiruzen, and Naruto facing off against Gaara after Sasuke and Sakura fall. With this, Naruto would not only use a little bit of the Nine Tails chakra, but summon 2,000 Narutos with the chakra chains and actually wrap Gaara around it, completely sapping him away with his chakra, while also in the process Naruto being significantly fatigued after draining all of his chakra and then using it to smash Gaara's head in. Not literally, I mean the headbutt. He would still talk no jutsu Gaara, and they would both be fatigued, and Gaara would then make peace with Naruto, and the sand and leaf are now cool. Now, I think here what could be interesting is maybe Itachi and Kisame actually going after Kushina, since she would be another half of the Nine Tails. And with this, Itachi and Kisame would be going after Kushina instead of Naruto, which means Sasuke and Itachi never encounter, which means none of that revenge stuff happens with Sasuke. So the rooftop battle never happens, alongside with Sasuke not willingly going with Orochimaru, rather them actually kidnapping Sasuke. And this would mean that when we get to the Sound 4 arc, everything's pretty much the same, and the Kimimaro fight would just compose of Rock Lee, Gaara, Sasuke, and Naruto defeating Kimimaro, and Kimimaro dying due to his sickness. With this, Naruto and Jiraiya would then depart off for the next 2.5 years to train, while Sasuke and Kakashi would train with each other, and Sakura and Tsunade would train. Naruto, during the 2.5-year gap, would be learning about the chakra chains as he's progressing with the Nine Tails chakra, and this would then lead into Naruto obviously being way stronger than his Shippuden self due to him having these chains. Now, the rest of Shippuden I'm going to be covering in part 2, so let me know what you guys think of this part. If you guys like it, if you guys hated it, let me know down below. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Be sure to subscribe if you are new, because it does help me. I want to get to 40K, so let's get there. Also, hit the notification bell that we are notified and updated every time I upload. And be sure to like the video, share it with your friends, etc., etc. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord. With that being said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.